Good morning, beautiful hearts, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Dr. Danae. I'm a metaphysician, an intuitive reader. I'm an author, psychologist. You can read in the description box all about me if you want. You can also visit my website if I end up resonating with you and you want some more information. So let's go ahead and get this reading started. This is going to be the daily energy reading, and this is for January 1st, 2021. Woo! The first day of the light age of Aquarius. So here we go. As I was shuffling, some cards just started hopping out here. So let me just go ahead and grab them and let's take a look. All right. First card out, Five of Swords. Then we've got King of Pentacles. We've got the Nine of Wands. We've got the Ace of Swords. And we've got the Nine of Cups. So let me just take a quick moment to hone in on the energy. I'm actually going to pull a couple of oracle cards from my new deck. I'm actually in love with this deck. It is, where did I have, oh, the box is right here. I wanted to show this. The Awakened Soul Oracle deck, and by Ethany. This deck is fabulous. This is the back of it. Anyways, let me go ahead and pull a couple of these cards to get the overall energy for you today. This isn't sign specific. Literally, the intention on this video is whoever needs this message is for you. You will click on this video. So with that said, this reading does resonate. Please hit the like button and please subscribe. I'm new to YouTube. I'm not new to reading or metaphysics or any of that. I actually have my own program called Your Cells Are Listening, where I teach you the ancient ascended master ways of divine living and healing your body from the inside out. So again, more information on my website. But let's see what we've got for your oracle messages. All right. First one, truth. And notice how she's got her hand up by her throat chakra. So you guys, I know it's been really intense, especially 2020. I mean, it was designed to be that way. But a lot of us realized, even when we thought we were speaking our truth, we really weren't. We held back. We watered it down out of fear of how somebody else might take it or what have you. Guys, leave that crap in 2020 because it's a brand new energy day. And 2021 is calling you to step into your divine feminine, your goddessness, your high priestessness energy that calls for truth. You know, you don't need to be mean or rude or be a Karen, you know, by no means, none of that. But, you know, a goddess, a priestess, a divine feminine, they know how to speak their truth and not be sorry about it, but do it in a way that you're not intentionally hurting somebody. You know, you're not responsible for how people take your truth. You are responsible for speaking your truth. And if you speak it with the intent of love and just coming from your truth, how somebody else takes it, it's not your business and it's not your responsibility, but you are being called to step into your truth. Not only your truth, your sensuality. So, again, this is letting me know I'm speaking to the goddesses out there, the divine feminines who have hid. You have been hiding this lifetime. You've been wearing a mask. You've been playing a role. You've been hiding your true femininity, your sensuality. You could have been told that being sexy or beautiful or sensual was bad or evil or slutty or looked down upon, whatever. There is so many different programmings in the matrix regarding that. It was all designed to keep you from your true goddess sensuality. And I'm not speaking 3D sensuality, lust. I'm not speaking that. I'm speaking 5D. 5D sensuality, there is a strength to it. This woman knows her worth. She knows her confidence. She knows who she is. And she's done the inner work. So her cells are lighter. She literally glows from the inside out. And that is sensual. Knowledge. Look at this. This is telling me that, and obviously stepping into your truth, your sensuality, your goddessness, your divine feminine, it takes a lot of spiritual knowledge to get there. You don't go from being in the matrix and being programmed to overnight being this powerful, sensual, filled with wisdom and knowledge goddess. No, it's a path. It's a journey. You've got to get rid of all the old beliefs, but you're there. You've done a lot of work. 2021 really is going to call you to drop any old limiting beliefs that you had. They're not going to work in 2021. It's just going to be way too uncomfortable. It's safe to drop all the beliefs that you had and to illumine yourself and to illumine yourself with new spiritual knowledge. Okay, so that's your oracle messages for this reading. Getting into the tarot messages, starting it out, 5 of Swords. So this makes sense given that we just ended 2020 and there was this huge energetic push globally to purge, to expose what's been hidden and to let it come up. That caused a lot of us to spend time, way too much time in this 5 of Swords energy, in our heads, back and forth, duality thinking. You know, for me, these are shadows, different aspects of your altered ego. Your shadow and your altered ego is born out of your inner child trauma, wounds. And guys, if you're new to my work, again, go check out my webpage and my information so you can kind of get familiar with it because it is really in depth. But you could have had the greatest childhood and not had any traumatic abuse, but you still have PTSD from your childhood. You still have issues and beliefs that are playing out that you don't recognize because you didn't realize that it either wasn't your beliefs or it was matrix programming, and that it's been just fucking with you and your decisions and everything. And that's why you're not manifesting the way you want and why you spend too much time in your head and in this energy, this ping pong back and forth. So why is it that I said you could have no trauma in your childhood but still come from that altered ego place and that brokenness? Because guys, from 0 to 7, our brains are in theta state constantly. And what that means is we are just taking in information. There's no way to filter it or categorize it. It's just literally taking in data from all of your senses without having a way to understand it. So not only that, whatever environment you were in, you're going to pick up the energy and beliefs of the people around you, whether it be your parents, grandparents, teachers, what have you. So you're picking that stuff up. So how is it you could have, the greatest parents, loving, supporting, had this wonderful childhood, but still have altered ego and have all of this mess. And you've been going around saying, no, I don't have trauma. And here I am telling you, yeah, you do. So what's the deal? Well, here's the example. A parent has a child and the stove is on. The child goes to touch the hot stove. The child is just checking out its environment. It doesn't know. But as the child goes to put their hand on the hot stove, the adult freaks out and says, no, don't, and whatever the reaction is. The child immediately pulls their hand back and they start to shut down. They cry, they get scared. They feel like they've done something wrong. They feel shameful, guilty, bad. As I'm telling this story, you're probably having images and emotions coming up. This created on your cellular level because your cells are listening and they literally are your body scribes. They house all your thoughts and feelings inside your cells. So anytime a traumatic event, and I call that a traumatic event because to that child, that was traumatic. They were just like, hey, going about their day, going to put their hand on it. And now this adult freaks out, yells at him, who knows, what went down. That was traumatic. In their head, that starts a new dialogue. Altered ego creeps up from that. I'm bad. I did something wrong. I never get things right. All of that is altered ego. And that's what I see these crows. So you've been spending way too much time in your head, especially in 2020, and it's time to get out of that energy. The battlefield really is in the mind, and the mind is designed to be an amazing space of creation. That's where the ideas come from. And when we have the ideas, we need to drop them down into our heart, into our love. The mind is the masculine energy. It's the light. The heart is the feminine energy, Mother God energy, feelings, love. So when you have an idea or a thought and you drop it in and you mix it with the love, then you can, your manifestations are better. When you are in fear, doubt, this energy back and forth, well, I want to do this, I think it'll work out. And, you get that voice saying, well, it didn't work out last time. Remember this? Who do you think you are? All of that. Those are altered ego shadows. It's the same voice. It's a matrix programming, and it's designed to keep you stuck because you've been dreaming about the King of Pentacles. This is really the energy that you should be sitting in. I mean, you've come this far. This is what the age of Aquarius is. But to get here, you've got to stop this mental masturbation because it's really what it is. I see you're tired. I see that you want to give up at times. You feel caged in by your own manifestations or your own thoughts. And, you're still hopeful, but you're exhausted. Get out of your head and this old masculine energy of thinking. I gotta think of the solution, overturn every rock, analyze everything. That is going to be in 2021 like wearing a sandpaper bathing suit swimming upstream. You are going to be frustrated and irritated. You got to make the spiritual switch. You've got to get into your intuition, into your I am presence, trusting your higher self, trusting your intuition because you've got to go from thinking to knowing. Because when you do, boom, the shift is going to be instant. These manifestations, your 9 of Cups, it's on the other side of your intuition and your knowing. You got to persevere. You got to push through because this is waiting for you. It's not running away from you. It's still where it's at. It's waiting for you to get in alignment with it. To get in alignment with it, you have got to know that you know that you know that nobody can tell you otherwise. The shit you want to manifest, your cups, they're coming. They are there. They're waiting for you to get out of this energy, get into this. You guys have what it takes. It's all there. All right, I want to pull, let me see. I have another deck that I absolutely love, love, love. And it's this Lumerian Star Child Oracle deck. And it's also a light activation deck. So let's see what the Lumerians have to say about this. All right, Spirit Mighty I Am. Oops, woo, 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 that went flying. Look at that. Blue ray being. The bottom says, direct divine expression, bridge between dimensions. Exactly, guys. Exactly. If you want to look at the Nine of Wands card as, you know, all you got to do is make that switch from mentality to heart to knowing. And that's stepping over that fence. Leave the mentality and the thinking behind. Step over, because a new dimension, 5D living, a whole new way of being is here and it's calling you. Look at that card. All right, guys. I hope this message helped you, gave you some illumination. Again, if it resonated with you, if I resonate with you, please give me a like and a subscribe. It'll really help out my channel, help my videos to get out there. So I will be doing a lot more readings for you guys. I'm also on TikTok. You can check me out there. And until next time, namaste and Adonai, Adonai, Adonai.